Hey everyone. Hi Dawn.
Good morning, Bonnie. How are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
Amazing.
I know Dawn. Dawn, I love our consultant confident classes. I'm having so much fun learning with everyone and putting them in a place where people can rewatch and learn and look it up. And I'm super excited about that.
Well, I think in this age of technology, there is a lot and it can be overwhelming. So I think it's nice that the trainings are labeled so you can watch them, you can learn from them, and use them really as a tool that they're meant to be. And the one that we're doing today, I was really amazed that over the weekend when I was gathering all the apps that are available for your business, at one, how many there were, and just knowing how it can really make your business easier, and it can help you with
Mhm.
adding bookings, it can help you with increasing your sales, it'll help you keeping organized, and really just where everything is in one spot. So I think that's great.
Well,
So
and I think in today's world, you know what, your phone is like a computer. Like years
yes,
ago, we had to go home and go on the computer, and before that, we had to look it up in a book.
yes,
But it's always with you. So whether it's ordering, whether it's something for your business or something for your customers, there are a lot of great tools on the apps.
exactly. Yep.
Mhm. Okay.
And so, Bonnie, with no further ado, I think we just walk through each app and we tell people what consultants what could do for them, and realize, you guys, please, that depending upon if you are a spare time, a part-time consultant, or if you are saying, I want to take my business to the next level, learning a trick or two about each one is a great thing. So,
Hey,
okay.
Dawn, let's start with the basics. Like, what if somebody's like pretty new to like they don't have all these apps and they're not used to working with apps. Where do they go to find this information? I mean, how do they get an app?
Well, okay. So I think this is nice because I have an iPhone. If you have an iPhone, um, you go to your um, iTunes. So from your home screen, you would look for a and it's on your iPhone and it looks like that. So
Oh,
mhm, and you just click on that, and then a lot of them you would just go Mary Kay, and then you're going to see a whole slew
bunch
of
of
them.
apps.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
And I know you have an Android, so where do you go there?
I do. I go to the Play Store and it's like a triangle. I can't show
Yes,
you because I'm on my phone right now, but it's like a little colorful triangle. And when you go in there and you type in Mary Kay, it's going to give you these apps.
yes,
So, all
yes.
right. Thank you,
So
Dawn.
so I will tell you that the first one that I listed on the sheet that we're going to talk about, you actually can go in and you can pull out a thing that looks like Mary Kay in Touch, and that is really, as a consultant, that is where you go to do pretty much everything. And phones have gotten much better. The mobile application has gotten much better there. But if you really want the full view of the Mary Kay in Touch, I would think going on a computer or a tablet would be a better suggestion, wouldn't you, Bonnie?
Right. But sometimes you just want to check things or you're like, yeah, something. You might want to, I don't
Correct.
know, do something. You might want to just be able to go on and gather that information. So it's nice to have that app.
Yes. So, I mean, but really, that's a master site for consultants. I mean, if you go across the toolbar of things that you can do on In Touch is ordering, business tools, products, education, consultants and promotions, resources, events, heritage, national area, career path, video launches. So that's really comprehensive. So, but the things that I think I use it for the most would be um, maybe I'm placing a customer delivery service order. Maybe I am checking on an order. Maybe, little thing, not little things, they're big things, but it's
Little
it's
things to make your
yes,
life smooth that
exactly.
you can do in the moment.
Yes. And it's funny because the next one that we're going to talk about, the Mary Kay My Customers or My Customers Plus, is really when you are going there, you are actually going to something that you can go to My Customers or My Customers Plus on the Mary Kay website, but it's just a mobile app that makes it easier. And Bonnie, um, once you put a customer in My Customers, she's there forever. So I always tell
Mhm.
consultants that the best thing to do is put your customers in, put her name, address, city, state, zip, her cell phone, her email address, and her birthday, if you know that information, because that way you'll have a comprehensive snapshot of that customer, correct?
Correct. And what Dawn said, when you put them in My Customers, but that can be in My Customers on the computer on In Touch. So you don't have to sit on your phone and enter customers in. If you put them in the Mary Kay In Touch My Customers, they show up on your app on your phone. What I mostly love it for is I love it that I can look up what kind of foundation she uses. I can look up her mascara. I can look at the last time she ordered. I can look at those things. But more importantly, I can find her phone number and her address. So if I'm going to deliver something and I'm like, is it this street? What number? Oh, I think I know. You can find her address really quickly.
Well, and Bonnie, we've been in business for a long time. And I remember, we had profiles. We would carry those profiles everywhere. And sometimes people move and then you don't have correct addresses. So you do need like the gospel Bible of addresses. So if you put it in there and you have your phone, you're always going to have her information. But holy mackerel, I mean, technology really saves us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. 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 Yes.
And the side thing is that once you have her in My Customers or My Customers Plus, yes, you can do all the ordering things and the history. You can set like reorder dates for her. But I think the most important thing is then when you go to doing the preferred customer program, all you have to do is hit enroll and you have to just check off the ones that you want. And you can, that is something that you will just want to continue adding customers to it.
So, Dawn, can I clarify something? So we talk about My Customers and My Customers Plus. Are we referring that My Customers is in touch on the computer and My Customers Plus is the app? What makes it plus? Listen to me asking questions.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Can you answer that?
I can't. And I'm on my thing. So I think My Customer Plus is the one on our app on our phone. So
And
I
I
think
think
it's
if
the
I read
same.
this, I think the plus is that that's where you can do email blasts, inventory.
Oh,
I think it's just that you get
more
more,
capabilities.
yes, you
Okay.
get inventory, orders, and you can connect. So I think that's what makes a plus. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yes, thank you. I just have always wanted to ask somebody. I didn't mean to put you on the spot on our. I'm like,
No.
so these are the questions you always want to ask of somebody.
Um, and that's what I think all of that just tracks and stuff like that.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. So the next one is an app that I go to almost every day. It's called the Mary Kay Interactive e-catalog app. And it's this little app right here. It's a book and it says catalog. And why I use that every day is I can send somebody via text or email the current lookbook. The other book that's in there right now is a Mary Kay Skincare 101. So I'm getting a little feedback.
I would had a call coming in, so I swiped it
Oh,
over. Like, I'll call
can
it.
you hear me?
Sorry. Can you hear me? I can hear you great. And you can hear me?
Okay.
Okay.
You're a little soft.
I am? What?
Okay. All right. I think that's better.
Okay.
Just have to talk louder.
There.
Okay, great.
Okay. So the other thing that I do with this app is say I have a customer who says, I would like a mascara. I will go to the mascara page, or I would thumb over to the mascara page. I would do a
Mhm.
screenshot, and then I can send her the little pictures of the 5 mascaras. So I don't have to send her the whole app and have her go to that. I could just screenshot it, but it gives you, the pictures of the product, the prices, and then somebody can go, I'll take that one and that one. So it's very easy, but I use that app every day. And how I use it as a warm chatter tool is, let's say I was out and about and I met Bonnie, and I would say, oh, can I text, would you like the new book? And she would say, yes. I'm like, oh, Bonnie, what's your cell phone? So I just go into my contacts. I create a contact, put her in there, and I text her the new catalog. And then what I do is I write where I met Bonnie. So maybe if I met her at the Starbucks on this day, I write a little note, because sometimes
We
maybe
forget.
I will forget that I met Bonnie. But if I go Starbucks, blah, 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 that little note, then I'll be like, oh, that's right. So it's a great way of using it as a warm chatter tool.
Wow, that's great, Dawn. You know what? I have never sent anybody a catalog from that app.
Okay.
I love learning from you, Dawn. So if I'm learning, I hope somebody else is learning too.
So you open that app, and at the bottom, there's this little
Yep. Like a little
it's a
toolbar.
sideways
Oh, the share.
share button. You hit share, and then it will, and then you send it.
Mhm.
But that is like my favorite app. I cannot live without that app.
Wow. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm learning so much.
Okay. So the next one, the Skin Analyzer app. Okay, let me show you that one. That gets pretty high kudos too. That's this app right here.
That's awesome. Yep. Right. Yep. That little girl with the, yep.
That's a great marketing tool for your current customers, or maybe to get interest from a customer. Because what that is going to do is that's going to you're going to have them take a selfie. They're going to download that onto their phone. They're going to take a selfie picture, and the company is going to give them a comprehensive profile of their skin. It's going to say product recommendations. It'll say good, bad, warning. So, and then it will print off for them what products that they would want to talk to you about. So really what could happen is, depending upon the lady's personality type, if I got that, I would just go onto your website and I would order the products. I wouldn't even probably have to talk to you about them. Some people want to know about them. Some people just get excited, and some people would like to say, how could I earn some of those free? So that is a great tool to
Dawn, do you, when you send people to the Skin Analyzer app, do you give them a little incentive to go do that? Or, I mean, we know it's a great app, and we know that there's tons of information in there, but is there something that you do? Like, how do you invite people to go see it? Or do you invite them to send it to you and then?
Bonnie, I'm about keeping it very simple. If I don't want to offer them something, like to give them something, I would rather just say, go on there. If you make a purchase, I'll end up giving you a half price item. Because to me, I want them on our product, because I realize the value of getting them as a customer, what it's going to do for my long range business. So that's how I work. But everybody's different.
You know what? I have heard people, and I don't think it's a bad idea, to say, if you do the Skin Analyzer app and send it to me, you can choose any one of those products that have price that's on there.
Seriously, we know that once we get somebody as a customer, especially if you get them as a skincare customer, which that is what that is, if somebody's going to take the time to go, they're going to go in there, they're going to check off their skin type. There's something else, and really the company has done a great job, because it takes a picture and it will say if you're dry normal, it'll give them information on, areas of their face, how you're doing. And
and it's quick. The results are back within a minute. I mean, within 30 seconds. I mean, it's quick. It's not like you have to wait for an email to come or have it sent to her or anything like that. It comes back for her super quick. If you haven't tried this on yourself, practice on yourself, practice on your family. Yeah. And Dawn, I wanted to ask you, I was just thinking about this yesterday. Is there a men's on there too, like a male or female?
Yes. Yes,
Hmm.
there is a men's now because I think it marks off if you. I think it marks off if you are male or female, or if you don't want to say if you're binary. So I mean, it covers all of that. Yep.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I think sometimes that it's one of those things where if you are a consultant and you have a Facebook group, it's a good thing to go in there every once in a while and say, "Hey, I'm running a Wednesday special. Go in there and do this, and can you help
Hmm.
me out? I'm looking for 3 people. Who's going to be my first three?" So, yeah.
Hmm. Good. Okay. Love
All
it.
right.
I love that app.
The next app looks like
We're talking about Mirror Me.
no,
Oh,
that's a Mary Kay Events app, and I'm saying this because tomorrow we
oh.
leave Bonnie for seminar, and so that is an app that you can download if you're going to career conference, if you're going to leadership, or if you're going to seminar. It tells you what goes on and where you're supposed to be, and it keeps
Hmm.
you on point. So,
Yeah, it is so good because it does tell you like on day one this, day two this. These are classes. This is where you go. This is what time lunch is. This is what time it starts. So it is a great app to have for any of the Mary Kay events that we have going on.
so the next one is the Mary Kay Digital Showcase,
Yeah.
and that is this middle one. I can't even tell you like what it really looks like. It's has little squares, and this this one helps you with interactive learning. The desktop versions of some of your favorite resources. You can click on the publications, and then there's training tips and other things like that. So I mean, it's more of an educational thing. Um, and it was very interesting. I had talked to somebody at the company last November, and she said, if you ever want some tried and true, like Mary Kay tidbits, go there and use it because there are lots of older, I shouldn't say older, classic speeches and stuff like that, that I think we don't need to be listening to the news there. There's just a lot of training on there. And
Mhm.
that's sometimes I think we feel that training is never out for the pro, like, oh, I know everything, but it's really a great place to go.
As we're learning this morning. You know what, Dawn, I wanted to mention on that too. That's where they would find the Applause magazine now too, right? Is in
Yes.
there. Hmm.
Yeah.
And I just want to put a plug in. I like audio things. So when I'm driving, as much as I love music, I love to listen to things. So if you have this app on your phone and you bring up something to listen to when you're doing stuff around the house or when you're in your car, put it on. It's
Yes.
positive. It's just something that's good and classic, and just sometimes just that positiveness is a great thing to have. So just wanted to put a plug in for audio.
Well, and I just think sometimes we're in the car, and I think instead of, if you're not listening to fun, like snappy music, put something like that on. So, yes. All right. And the next one that we are talking about is the Mirror Me. And that actually is a set of lips. Bonnie, what do you use Mirror Me for?
Oh my gosh. You know what I love about Mirror Me is you can try on glamour and see what it looks like. Like you actually hold it up to your face and you can try on a different lipstick. You can try on different eyeshadows, different blush. And it's funny because when it first came out and different lip liners and I put on my lips like on the Mirror Me, I put colors that I don't wear and they looked as bad on Mirror Me as they did on me. It was like true. And the colors that I wear all the time, they looked good on me on there. So it's a great way to see colors. Go ahead.
And I think that's funny, Bonnie. You said something very, um, as a Mary Kay beauty consultant, I would not look at somebody and say, oh my God, that lipstick looks great. If it doesn't
If
look
it didn't,
great, I had a woman over last night, and Meteor Shower is one of my go-to liquid eyeshadows that everybody uses. And we put it on her, and I'm like, and we wiped it off. And then we tried on Pink Starlight. Nothing. The one that looked the best on her was Light Beam. But I found myself being very happy that I was a woman of my word and said, oh no, take that off. So it's nice that you say that because not everybody, and it's a
can
nice thing
wear
to
every
try.
color.
Yeah.
You know what? And just a note on that. If you like, sometimes I have people say, oh, you say that to everyone. Like I say, oh, that color looks great on you. And they go, oh, you say that to everyone. And I go, No, actually, I don't. And they said, well, what would you say if it looked bad? If I said, well, if it would look bad, I would say something like, you know what? I think there could be a better fit, or let's try this. So it definitely is, yeah,
You know,
great,
Bonnie, I would
great
be
to
interested.
have that.
That might be a fun virtual night to do Mirror Me.
Oh, that would
I think
be
we should maybe try that. Maybe in September we could do that. Mhm.
okay.
All right. And the next one is Great Starts. And when you download it, it says Great Starts. And why I think this is so important, Bonnie, is it is for a consultant for the month she joins and the next 3 months. And it helps her maximize her free product that she can earn for placing her initial inventory, her continued selling, and her recruiting with all of the bonus bundles that she can get. Because you know what, you guys, you could start this business with a little bit of money, but by selling, reinvesting, selling, and reinvesting, you can really maximize what the company will give to you. And I just think that is a great app.
Yeah, I do too. And yeah, because you don't know how far away you are from your next bundle. It'll tell you when you're checking out, but it's nice to know, oh my gosh, I'm only $180 away from getting $100 in free product.
Well,
Or yeah, it's
and
just
it was
fun.
funny because one
Or
of my customers, consultants, got some bundles last month, but then I said to her, "Oh," and she goes, I said, "What would be the difference if we could get you from 3 to 600 this month?" She goes, "Well, I get more free product." And I'm like, "Yeah." And I said, "You know what? I think you get free product till the end of August. But I said, if you got to 600 this month, you would earn your earrings." So it's funny how she was thinking one thing and I was thinking the other, but it all works. So,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Bonnie, one of the other apps that I use a lot daily is ProPay. What is
Oh,
ProPay?
I use that app all the time. ProPay, I can tell you what ProPay is. ProPay is ProPay is something that's included when you become a consultant. That you get that for 1 year uh, for your business. It is a way to keep credit card, to look up credit cards, to enter credit cards. It's an app. You enter your code, you enter the amount, you enter their credit card number. There's a place you can even save it, and it's a great way to. It's just a great tool that literally I do use every single day. There's rarely a day that I don't, because I'm either going in and processing, or I'll go in and look how much money I have in ProPay, or looking up if I have somebody's credit card on file. So I think it's a great app.
Well, and after that, um, that first year, you have to re-enroll. I believe it's 1995. So if you want for not no, if you want to do customer delivery service, you have to have an active ProPay account. But the nice thing about it is, you guys, if you were going to go to the mall and you were going to buy a dress, uh, you can't buy a dress. You can't walk out of that store without a dress without paying for it. So if you store your customers' credit cards, and you can do so securely in ProPay, when they order a product, you're going to have the money right away. Bonnie, you and I have come from the days where we would send product out and we would wait 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks for checks to come in the mail, and we were fronting a lot of product. But now you don't have to do that. You can have your money right away. When you do ProPay, that money is available right away to make a Mary Kay purchase on wholesale. So, I mean, it's just a great business tool.
When you go to, and I'll just carry that one step further, when you go to the end of your order and you're going to check out, if you're not familiar with ProPay, when you go to the end of your order and you're going to check out, and then you can, like, it tells you the amount, and then you go click to the next thing, and it'll tell you like $204 is available to use. How much of it do you want to use? Oh, my order's only 150. So, or whatever, it'll just take out that amount. Or lots of times I just use the whole amount and I put it towards my order, and then I just have to pay the difference. And if there is a difference, so it's pretty slick the way it works. And if you want to transfer it to your bank account, because you'll have a bank account connected to that, the funds are usually available within 2 days, 2 to 3 days.
Nope.
What's that?
Okay, so I do this
I
every
was going
week.
to say, yep, flash funds.
I mean, this is I process things through like maybe 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. I wait till 24 hours later, and then I send it to my check account. That's how I my mortgage. That's how I pay my bills. And then I do have to wait 24 hours before I can do a customer delivery service order again, because otherwise the funds will come back. So, I mean, you can either keep it in there and use it via the debit card, or you can transfer it to a bank. Yes.
Mm-hmm. When you transfer to the bank, this is what I didn't know if you missed this or if you said this, but when you transfer to a bank, it usually takes like a couple days to get it in there, like 24 hours, something like that. But if you need money like now, and you have your money in there, and let's say you're like, holy smokes, I need to pay that bill now, you can do what they call flash funds. Do you know about this, Dawn? You can do flash funds, and they charge you like 1% of it. So it might be 40 cents, or it might be $1 or something, but it goes instantly into your account. So that money is transferred instantly into your account.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Bonnie, did you know that, let's say my customer orders something for $100 and I don't have her credit card. You can go into the ProPay app, you can type in $100, then it brings you up to a screen where you can either enter the card number if you have it there, you can use a stored card, or you can send her an email that she can enter her information and it can get paid.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. And it used to be to text them, but that got taken away. So when at seminar we're in the vendor booth area, I will go in there and say, when are you bringing the texting? So you would just go in there, you would put 100, then you'd hit next, and that bottom tab is email invoice.
Email. Holy smokes. You know what? That is awesome to know. You know, you guys, we've been in business together 70 years and we are still learning. Things are changing, things evolve. We don't always talk to each other and say, hey, what do you do with ProPay? So this is a great opportunity for us to be learning too, and just all the ins and outs.
Yeah. So the next step, it says Mary Kay, and it's a shopping cart. And that is a Mary Kay ordering app for consultants. Independent consultants can order wholesale product via their mobile device. Thanks to Mary Kay, it's free. You can place orders. It's simple. Just add things to your cart and check out. So you don't have to go to a computer. It's very easy. And what's nice about that is I believe you can start an order and save an order. So that way if you start an order, then it's nice where you can just keep adding things as you sell them and then check out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then the next app is Mary Kay, and it's cut in half where it's white on half of it and pink on the other half. And that's for a customer. And that is the customer app that is just as easy. She doesn't have to go onto the website and do all of that. And it's just so easy. And that's what I think is great. Makes it easy, convenient. And you know what? Let's be honest. The woman has this by her. She practically sleeps with it. She goes to the bathroom with it. She's in her bathroom. She's getting ready. She can just go in there, create an app. And right now, until August 5th, there's that contest where if they go in and like a product, they're going to go into drawings. The company is giving gift cards away. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And then the next step is the Mary Learning. So it had like graduation camp, and that is where it's just a great place for you guys, consultants, to go for learning. Bonnie, when you go there, what do you learn about there?
That's a great question. Access to inspirational, educational audio, video, education on the go. I think the speeches from seminars, that's what I've used it for probably most.
Okay.
What have you used it for?
Well, I watched a lot of like the videos since we've been virtual for so many years. I would go in there and watch speeches and stuff like that, and just that kind of stuff. It's just one of those things where I think we all just need to go in there and try it. There's a sales director zone. There's a section for new beauty consultants, business basics, party how-to, product education, Mary Kay Ash, event speeches, inspirational motivation, social media apps zone, Power of Red, DIQ, national area. So I mean, it's one of those things where maybe take a section every week and just go in there and research it. So,
Dawn, do you know what I'm going to do after we finish this? I'm going to go in and look what apps maybe I don't have or are missing because I'm like, do I have all these?
Well,
I know I use a lot of them, but so if you're a new consultant and you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't have that, don't worry because it's not too late.
Bonnie, the last thing that we have to talk about, the last apps are Zoom, which I think many people
Yeah.
know what Zoom is because we use Zoom for a lot of our meetings and stuff like that. Everybody can set up their own Zoom. It's free. It's just an easy thing. And the other thing is Venmo is sometimes people like to pay through Venmo. And the only thing I want to mention about Venmo is if people are paying you, do not have them put Mary Kay. Put grocery, put hair products, whatever, do not put Mary Kay because Venmo is a friend-to-friend app. It's not a business app. So it's technically you're not supposed to be using it. We all do, but don't put Mary Kay. Right?
Correct. You can do it with PayPal, and Cash App, I think, but not Venmo. You're not supposed to say that.
Bonnie, I think the only thing that I'm missing is where is the app that you get the flip charts? Wasn't that the digital showcase or has that changed?
That I thought was the digital showcase.
I'm not finding it
there. Well, Dawn, you know what? We are going to be together for 5 days. So maybe we'll have to just look at it, see what we learn. And maybe you're a consultant watching this and maybe you'll teach us something. So if you have a trick or you have something that you want to say is your favorite thing, hey, by all means, we are open to learning.
Yep. And I just think it's one of those things where you're not going to use all of these apps every day, but it's nice to have them. And as a sales director, when I'm talking to my consultants, I'm like, would you like, or what kind of personality customer do you have? Do you have a glamour girl? Do you have a skincare girl? Do you have somebody who wants to look at a book? And sometimes people don't want paper books. So all of these apps are geared around customers. So some might love one, some might like another one. It's just start talking about them to your customers. And those are great things to do education in your groups. So,
yeah.
Woo, Bonnie, this is a lot.
It was a lot of information, but the great news is it's recorded and they can rewatch it and so can we.
Yes. So Bonnie, thank you.
You're a wealth of information, Dawn. I love learning from you. Thank you.
No, I love working with you. So, all right, you guys, we kind of wanted to keep this to 30 minutes. So it's 33. I thought we did a great job covering all of this. So have a great day.
Okay. Bye, everyone.